Hello YouTubers, Troz here, and I'm playing some more Kerbal Space Program. I was kind of hoping that 0.24 would be out by now, but apparently, I'm sure everyone's heard, it's been delayed. They, because of the features added during the asteroid mission update, 0.24 wasn't really feeling like a full update, and so they've delayed it to add some more stuff. Apparently they're adding things with contracts and paying for parts and stuff like that. So in the meantime, I figured I'd go out and get some more science. Since the last time I've played Getting Science, they've added some more biomes and places like that. Particularly to Minmus, and that's where I'm headed today. And I have a big ship here, and I'm hoping to be able to stop at several biomes around Minmus. And I have I got the different science sensors devices on the ship. Temperature, I believe that is seismic, gravity, pressure, which won't be used really, and then we have the materials bay and goo pods. And I have a science lab, so we can reuse all these science bays and goo pods. And they are detachable, so I'm hoping to bring maybe a few of them back, maybe not. I do have a transmitter, actually 2 of them, just in case I wind up not being able to bring them back. So yeah, this is the ship. We got actually 5 engines. There's a bigger engine under here. Worst comes to worst, we can jettison these outer parts and just bring the center back. We have 1 Kerbal in the cupola module up here and 2 in the science lab. And even though there's a Sepratron here, there's 4 parachutes on the science lab and 4 on the cupola. This is just hopefully may not be needed, but I thought maybe splitting them up while we're entering the atmosphere may work out better. Got plenty of landing gear, and we basically have another version of the heavy lifter. So hopefully that should be good. I have gotten this into orbit just as a test. But I haven't actually tried getting to Minmus or landing. So, let's try that now. Hopefully this loads. There we go. It's decently stable on the launch pad. Got some lights for landing, and it actually lights up the ship pretty decently. Top's still a little dark, but let's hit some info on this real quick. Has to be on the map. 475 parts. Wow. 2,764 tons. For pre-launch, and we have Johnny Kerbin in the cupola, Herson and Lemry in the processing lab. Let's get around here, and there's Minmus. You can always refuel at our little station in orbit there. But let's see how things go. Alright, let's turn on SAS. Put the throttle all the way up and launch in 3, 2, 1. A little slow off the start there, but we got a big ship here. beginning to approach 5,000 meters. The solid fuel should run out slightly after that. And then our first booster stage shortly after that as well. Okay, we're at 6,000 now. Just about 7,000, and the solid fuel is about to run out. Dropping away the solid boosters. They're away cleanly. Liquid boosters will be leaving us in just a minute. Alright, they're away. We are losing speed. Our thrust-weight ratio is a little low at this point in our flight, but as we burn fuel, it'll go above 1. In fact, it's just about 1 now. We're just about even in speed. Alright, there it goes. Comes back up. I am going to begin our gravity turn here. I'm going to turn over to about 60 degrees. Something like that. And we're not really looking that great on the map yet, but we're really just starting to pick up speed now. I'll turn over to 45 at about 30,000 feet. Or I should say 30,000 meters, which is coming up in just about 1,000 meters. Alright, gonna turn over more to about 45 degrees. Should be right about there. We have gone high enough so that the exhaust is no longer leaving a trail, and the ball has just switched over to orbit mode. That's coming up pretty nicely. Turn over a little more to about 30 degrees. And turn over even more. Alright, when that gets just about 100, maybe a hair over, 102, I'm stopping thrusting. Alright, let's, 2 minutes away from our Avoapis. Let's plan our orbital maneuver. Something like that is good. We have about a 33-second longer burn. You want to be actually right there. Hopefully RCS will be able to stop our spin. Has. We don't want to get spinning too much in the other direction. Alright, our burn isn't really going to be 33 seconds. I think we're going to run out of fuel in these outer stages. So I'm going to start about 45 seconds to go, which is about now. If this is all planned perfectly, which is not planned at all, those stages will re-enter the atmosphere. Great. Oh! That's not good at all. There's... Yeah, that was an engine there. Let's turn on RCS. How are we doing? Well, not as circular as I would have liked, but, you know, it's not that bad. The free camera. Yep, those are going to re-enter. That's great. Let's turn off RCS. So we don't want to waste it all. Now we need to plan our intercept. This is target. Maneuver. Ooh, way too much. That's confusing. So I want to bring that down to something reasonable. Huh. You mean we're off by an orbit? Maybe not. 2. It's always the hardest part. Alright, looks like we're still below. Alright, but now we're in front. We want to be behind. You know, alright, that's front still. That's getting worse. Keeps disappearing. That's not bad. That's pretty darn good. Alright, let's turn off SAS, turn on RCS, and try to point in the correct direction. And we have a big ship with only RCS on one side of it, this upper side. So it's going to be a bit of a problem. Alrighty, we're almost there. I call that good. Let's time warp the 15 minutes we have or so. Alright, it's a 2-minute burn, so we want to start just about 1 minute. And that's something I need to do. We got little tiny solar panels on here, but let's pull out the big ones. Alright. Doing final lineup, turn on SAS, and we're gonna fire in just a moment. Now, we should have this much Delta V easily. Throttling down just so I can be a little more accurate. And let me throttle down to 3rd at this point. Just trying to stay on the mark. It's not that easy. The ship isn't that responsive. 5, 4, 3, 2. Within half a meter. I think that's good. Our next burn is in 2 minutes, and should be directly north. So let's try to turn that direction. That's only a 30-second burn. We should be able to complete that and still have fuel left as well. Alright, there's the mark. And we're just trying to use our momentum to spin around to it. Yeah, we got lights down, but we don't really have lights on the ship. Alright. Hopefully, we'll be able to turn to the mark before we have to start burning at about 15 seconds. And we have about a little under a minute till the burn. $30 seconds till the burn. As you can see, it is basically directly north. 15 seconds to burn start. Hopefully, we'll be just about lined up. 20, or 5, 4, 3, 2, turning on SAS. Let's burn. Trying to keep up with the mark. And cut. Alright. Let's call that. Well, it still looks a bit indecisive, but we'll do another correction out here. Let's fast forward for now. Here we are in the sunlight. Nice orbital, yeah. There we are. There's Minmus out there. We'll be catching up in just a bit. Alright, we got 10 minutes until that point. Let's see if we can adjust this in any way that's beneficial. Looks like we're coming in a little high. That looks pretty good, and that's a tiny burn. You actually might waste more RCS fuel just turning to that location. Yeah, it's a little better view. Yeah, it's an extremely small burn. So, it's probably a little much for RCS. especially with the mass of this ship is currently. But it's going to be basically just on and off. Speaking of the mass of this ship, what are we down to? We're down to 303 tons and 154 parts. Alright, so let's fast forward just a bit to the point. Probably doesn't make that much of a difference. Alright, I'm gonna turn the engines on just barely and then off again immediately. Let's do that now. Oh, looks like we can have decently fine control. I'm gonna call that good enough. Yeah, that's pretty darn nice. 100 kilometers up. In fact, let's add a maneuver. Alright, we're 3 days out. Minmus should be in this direction. There it is. Right there. Let's fast forward. Alright, what point are we? Are about another hour. Okay, there we go. You saw the ball change orientation. Yeah, we are coming in and on the wrong side, actually. No, everything was counterclockwise. We're doing it right. Actually, yeah, that's very nice and equatorial. And we're going to have to slow way down. Alright, something like that. 222 meters per second we need to slow down by. Let's turn off SAS, turn on RCS, and try to get lined up. And we used a slight bit of fuel out of those tanks while those engines were running. Alright, getting real close there. Yeah, it looks just about perfect. Let's time warp in. It's estimated 20-second burn. Seems a little short to me, but I'm gonna quick save here. I don't think anything's gonna go wrong, but just to be safe. We got 3 minutes until our burn. Can you see the asteroid station from here? No, it's too far. Well, yeah, it's at least 100 kilometers higher than we are. 130. And it's at the wrong angle. Alright, let's to our burn point. Oh, and we're just a few seconds away. Let's turn on RCS and fire our rockets. Stay right on that point. Way off the point. Oh well. Okay, we've achieved orbit. 111 by 92. And wow, we still have fuel left over. I'm gonna refill tanks here. Let's turn off RCS. Oop. Almost did a bad thing there. I clicked the wrong key, almost hit spacebar. I did hit Windows key there. Hopefully that didn't interrupt the video in any way. Actually, there is a key combination to disable staging. But offhand, I don't know what it is. Alright, I really should have these remaining engines on that stage here with that decoupler, but I'll have to activate them manually. Not a big deal. I like to land on this sunny side. I'd like to land in a flat area as well, but maybe we can land there and then go from there. I'm gonna try a Scott Manley style, come in low and do a suicide burn. That is suicide. The highest points are about 5,000 meters, so I want to be about 6, I think. Let's say 6 to be safe. 5.8, 6.1. That'll be great. And then from there I can slow down and fall into here. So let's enable RCS for a moment. We got about 20 minutes until our burn, which looks to be minuscule. I guess this is less of a suicide burn, in the meaning that even if I don't perform it, I'll still be in orbit. If I was to be headed for the ground after this burn, I would have to make sure I would be able to slow myself down before hitting the ground. That's one of the things I'm not too sure about, if I'll have enough thrust out of these engines with the weight of all the fuel I'll be carrying, but I guess in this case, if I don't, well, I'll just go around for another orbit and not have to worry too much about it, because I won't be headed directly for the ground like my usual landings involve. Alright, we got 18 minutes. Let's fast forward a bit. Came out from the shadow. Alright. This burn I'm going to do for the map because I don't want us going lower. And probably start a bit early, maybe at 5 seconds or so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to stop that just about 6. No lower. Six. Yeah, that's just about perfect. And yeah, we still have almost a full tank here. Unfortunately, it has to go. There's no way to land with all that. And so, now's about the time. We might as well do it now. Alright, we are slowly maneuvering away. Real slow. Oh yeah. No, not the engine. Get the... Yeah, you're not supposed to be extended right now. Okay, we are separated, not by much. Let's put a maneuver node. Something like that. I want to land on the flat area first, because it's a known height and should be a bit easier of a landing point. Alright, looks like we have about 48 minutes. So let us fast forward again. Let me watch the engine glide away slowly. Alright, we are picking up speed as we fall towards the surface. And there's one of our previous landing points. First landing site. Another one about 90 kilometers away. He's still further. Alright, at this point, I want to prepare for the burn. We're about 5 minutes away. Yeah, we're a bit more maneuverable. We're still a little sluggish, but not as bad as it was. Alright, RCS is back on. Or SAS, I should say. At this point, I should enable my engines, because I had to manually disable them before. Alright, they are all active. That would have been quite a surprise if I didn't do that and attempted to land, or attempted to slow down, I should say. While we're at it, let's put the gear down. We have our lights on. Oh yeah, look at that. Landing of heavy lander. Ah. Well, that sucks. The planet has rotated, obviously. Like, it's the moon, I should say. So at this point, I am just going to adjust this for a basic slowdown for landing. And I'll just have to keep my eyes out for how close the land is. If I'm not lucky, it'll be only 1,000 feet away. Although we only have to burn off about, well, our orbital speed. So maybe that won't be too bad. This is a 14-second burn. Hopefully we won't fall the 1,000 meters in the 14 seconds. This does look like a very high area, though, we're about to pass over. Oh, and there's Kerbin rising. Kerbin to one side, Sun to the other, just about. We're gonna have to watch him. I want to get whacked as we slow down. Hopefully it has drifted off far enough. Alright, we are pretty close. I can see ground scatter, so that's not what I wanted. Yeah, at least when I burn here, I'll be going back up again. So it won't be falling immediately. In fact, I'm going to... Oh wow, you can see my shadow already. And the shadow of the left behind stage. So, yeah. We are probably only 1,000 feet up here. Alright, we are just about at 6,000, and we've leveled off and we're headed back up now. We are a little past the node, but that's fine. Where did our shadow go? Don't see it anymore, which could be a good thing. I'm going to begin burning. Oh yeah, we really don't have much velocity here at this, or thrust I should say. There it goes. So I guess it's kind of a good thing we're doing this way. That we aren't on a collision course with the ground. I don't need the manure node anymore, I just need to follow this up basically in a standard landing procedure. Alright, we should be headed pretty much directly straight down now. Not too bad of a location. This should be Highlands. I guess it's about 3,000 feet up. Let's turn on RCS. We're going to need it. Don't want to get going too much faster than 50 or so. Okay, there's our shadow. We just switched the surface and I've slowed down. Coming in a bit on the slow slide now, but we're doing pretty good. We're not too high up. I think it looks relatively flat here, maybe. I don't know. I can't. Hard to tell. Alright, let's begin slowing down again. Second or so. Cut. I think we bounced. Yeah, there we go. Auto is nice, better. Yeah, nice and flat. Look at that. Off RCS. Off SAS. Probably been burnt a bit more RCS than I wanted, but that was a very nice landing. Let's put out the ladders and let's do some science. Somehow we're actually in the lowlands, and we are only 2,500 up. Begin to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert. You have discovered you are now hungry. Let's do some science to this. While it's going, we'll observe the mystery goo. And we'll do some science to that as well. Keep it for now. Okay, apparently that only affects how much you'll get for sending it. I'm going to try to return some of this. So let's keep that data. What other observations we can get here? Let's toggle this display. Let's log the gravity data. Yeah, can't do anything about pressure. It's fine. Alright, where are the other two Or on this side. Sounds of shifting and vibration are detected on the surface. It's possible that the interior is not completely frozen. I'll do some science to that. Come on, there's... There's the thermometer. It's along the temperature. Process that. Alright, just processing the gravity scan. I'm gonna transmit what we've recorded so far back. At least the non-reusable ones, or the reusable ones, I should say. And then probably call it an episode. And next time we'll head to a few additional places. Try to get some highlands. I'm wondering if this counts as highlands, or if we'll have to go somewhere else. Alright, let's keep the data. Let's transmit reusable ones for now. Our comm dish opening up, beaming the information. Got lots of batteries on here, so the big solar panels, it's not going to be a problem at all. Alright. So, let me quickly try to look up where the lowlands and highlands are. But while I take the opportunity to look it up, I'll call the episode here, and I'll see you guys next time. So, thanks for watching.